Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So, any questions as to what I do, services that I provide, and all of that fun stuff down below in the description. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into the water signs. So, water signs, this is your weekly reading. So, that is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. There is a very heavy energy of regret. Whether it is regret of not expressing your true emotions or true feelings towards someone that you love, or not taking action in something that you knew that was where you were being led to, let's put it that way. So if this is in regards to love, it is a regret of someone that you feel that you've lost an opportunity with, or you've lost a chance with, or regret of jumping into something too quickly because maybe you wanted to start something new with someone new because you were unwilling to heal the hurt from the past. And now that maybe you are in a new connection, in a new relationship, the past is hunting you. The past, the memories of the past person, the memory of the failed promises, the promises that you didn't keep, the your word, like everything that you did to another person in the past, and how much hurt you caused to another person has been haunting you and not really allowing you to invest as much as you want to in the current connection. If this is in regards to a like job or career opportunity or something like that, it is kind of feeling like there was something that you were supposed to take action in, and you chose not to because you wanted to wait. You chose not to because you wanted to see if a better opportunity came along, or if you can make it where you are at. And it's kind of like, I know that planets are coming into retrogrades and things like that. As you guys know, I really don't follow those things, even though they do kind of either way come out in the readings when I do them. But there is a very heavy sense of just regretting, wanting to kind of like go back in time and redo things differently. Whew. All right, let's see. Um, I don't know if you guys can see me clearly and see the water and candle. Let me see if I can just move this back a little. Okay. Yeah, there is somebody from, like, again, I am picking up very heavily on thinking of somebody from your past and wanting to see if, kind of like wanting to reach out and see if this person is still willing to work things out with you. And again, guys, these are just general readings, so feel free to go ahead and reverse the role. And even though you are in a new connection, you kind of want to see where you still stand with the other person. And trying, you see, and that's the thing, is like there's still some underlying self-image issue that you have to deal with. And now when I say self-image, it's not so necessarily the way that you see yourself physically, but more within yourself. There's still some growth, there's still some healing that you have to do. You have to get to the bottom as to why, water signs, are you guys having a hard time being by yourself? Why is it that you continue to jump from relationship to relationship? And regardless of how much you invest and how much you pour into a connection or any relationship, you always end up kind of like in the same place, in the same energy, as to why can't I let go of this person from the past? And it is because you have failed to learn the lessons that you were supposed to learn. You have failed to really go within yourself and allow yourself to go ahead and see what it is that you have been missing from yourself. And you keep on trying to fill the void, you keep on trying to fill that pain with outside forces or sources. And what's happening is you're just creating more quote unquote like karma for yourself in the future, because you're continuously hurting other people by bringing them into that chaos that you have created for yourself. And it's like some of you are water signs are thinking, well, if I if I pretend long enough that I'm happy with this new person, then eventually I will be happy. Or if I pretend long enough that everything is okay and that I'm over this person, then eventually it would happen. But yet again, you're still failing to go in and see what the issue was at the beginning, because the advice here is not so much to go and jump back to the person from the past, or to go back and, chase them or whatever. It is about, what was it in that connection that you were supposed to learn? What was it in that connection that you failed to see, that you failed to learn? And some of you are thinking of wanting to jump in and going and chasing the person from the past. And the thing is that if the lessons have not been learned, even if that connection is strong, even if you feel and you sense that person and you feel like that person is home to you, it's not going to work any different than it did in the past if you fail to see what it is that you were supposed to see, what it is that you were supposed to learn. I keep on checking myself out in the mirror. My skin has cleared up so much, even though, not gonna lie, I never really was a person to break out or anything like that, but it's like my face just kind of looks like, I don't know if it's like shiny or what it is. Like, I don't have anything shiny on my face, but it's just kind of like, woo, type of thing. And, all right, let's go back to your reading, water signs. Don't mind me. It's like, the camera is my reflection. Anyways, let's see. Some of you feel a very huge disconnect to this person in particular, because you feel that even if they've moved on, in the sense not of trying to replace you, but they moved on within the space that they were within themselves, within the growth, within their own value, their own self-worth. And some of you are like, there's no way that I can go back into those spaces or to those energies to draw them back. And the funny thing is like, why are you in a space, or why are you in a place of wanting to draw someone back? Why not instead see what it is that you can do to catch up to where that person is? Because I do feel that even though you are investing, and you're investing hardly in it, trying to make something work with someone else, it's like your end goal, or your end goal, end game is to end up with the person from the past. And I don't know, some of you really have to, whoever it is that you're dealing with from the past is either very intuitively or has been guided as to what it is that they are meant to do, or how they're meant to move forward. And whomever it is that does not fit within their energy or within their space, they're not really going to invest that type of energy or that type of space. Because for so long, I do see here, and I sense that this person, you kind of took their power away, you kind of took over. And water signs, and no offense, I'm just here to bring the message, you took advantage of someone emotionally, and you played with their emotions, you played with them. And when they finally realized, or had that clarity that needed to come for them to kind of put everything into perspective, and kind of like look at the storyline and look at everything that happened, when they had that final aha, it kind of changed the entire game. And it was like, well, since I can't rule here anymore, this is what I'm sensing from you guys from water sign. It's like, well, I'm going to go ahead and go somewhere else where I can control the game, and where I can control the pieces and manipulate everyone and everything in it. And because this other person finally woke up to what it was that was going on, to how they were giving their power away to you and to others individuals, the game changed. And because the game changed, and you were unwilling to go within yourself to see what it was that you were being forced to look at, you went ahead and you jumped into another game. And the thing is that it's like, if you continue on not wanting or unwilling to to self-reflect and to grow, then it doesn't really matter how many different people you pursue or how many different new connections you go into. You're going to be in the same cycle. You're going to be in the same space. Now, again, and I feel like I've said this to you guys, to water signs before. It's like you have been asked to leave a specific area, a specific place of work, or in a specific environment. Not so much when it comes to love, but there is a space that you are meant to leave, that you have to kind of detach yourself from in order to go to your next level, in order to grow. Now, whatever it is that this space brings as far as security, whether it is that these individuals in this space, let's say like work, within a family unit, within a friend group, or whatever it is, allows you and enables you to continue on with the same patterns. They kind of applaud you for doing the bare minimal and do not push you to your next limit. So what that is doing is in a sense, kind of allowing your ego to stay hold and to take, like, it doesn't allow it to take a step back. And it also allows you to stay comfortable in a space where you, because everything is okay, or because all of those around you say that it's okay and you're good the way the things are, you don't challenge yourself. So therefore, because you're not challenging yourself, you're not overcoming anything, you're not growing, and you're just repeating like kind of like the same things over and over again, just with new people, with new faces coming in. And it's like part of you knows that you have to come out of that space, out of those energies, but it terrifies you because you don't know what is after this. You don't know what it feels like to either be responsible or accountable for your own actions. You don't know what it is to do things selflessly, because you have always done things more from a space of selfishness and what works for you and what makes you happy, what makes you, and yes, we are to work towards our own happiness, but not at the expense of others, not at the expense of hurting or belittling or putting other people down, but more from a space from your heart, from a place of finding that internal balance within. And that is what you guys either have realized but have chosen not to work on, or is what you guys are coming into a space of realizing, is that you have to find that balance within yourself in order to balance things out in your life. And that the more that you continue to jump from one thing to the other when it comes to connections with people, again, this is more, not so much more about romantic, this is more about a space that you're in. And it's like all of those around you are dictating and are kind of outlining where it is that your life is going and how it is that your life is planning out. And some of you have gotten to the point where you realize that where you're at is not where you want to be. That where you're at has not been a creation of your own manifestation, but of those that are around you, of those that have been controlling you for so long. And to some of you, it does kind of make you reflect on your past choices, but it's also more to kind of get you into that energy of, let's take the actions that are necessary. Let's take the things that are necessary for your growth, for your health, for your mental stability, for your emotional stability, for your spiritual stability, instead of just kind of going with the crowd, instead of just kind of going with what everyone else is doing. And the thing is with water signs is like, you guys are very intuitive. You guys are very knowledgeable in a lot of things. But again, that not wanting to stand out, the not wanting to go against the current have kept you guys in a space of just being stuck. So the repetition of things, the repetition of cycles just continue on. So there is a need here for change. There is a need here to go after what it is that is in your heart, because that is what is true. That is what is going to allow you to grow, what is going to allow you to align with yourself. Now, some of you are probably wondering and asking, well, if what's in my heart is someone from the past, do I go and do I approach them? That's your choice, sweetie. I can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you what it is that is coming up. If what is in your heart is to embark in something new as far as like work or whatever, then you have to take that leap. You have to go ahead and start looking for that new job, start looking for that new opportunity, and jump into it when it comes your way. Now, even if, and I feel that this is the issue with some of you, is that when this new job or this new career opportunity comes in, you may not want to take the leap, or you may not want to take the jump, because the outcome of what you're going to be making financially is equal to or not that much above. It's probably just a little bit more than what you're making now. And you have this set of expectations when it comes to the finances. But what you have to understand is that the reason why you're starting at a similar salary, or at a salary that is not that much greater, is because within the spaces career wise that you are now, you have a lot of codependency energies and a lot of codependency things that have not allowed you to grow past a certain place. So taking another job or jumping into another space when it comes to career that is offering you the same amount of money, if not just a little bit better, is because it's going to allow you to grow when it comes to releasing energies and things from the past that you have actually. This is, I feel that for a lot of you water sign, has been something that has been trying to come through or trying to manifest in your life for a very long time. But again, those that are advising you not to take a certain position or a certain career, because the difference is not going to be that much, and you're not going to know anyone, and you're not going to do this and you're going to do that. It is for their convenience, because the longer you stay within their energies, the longer you stay within their spaces, you do not grow. And when you are surrounded by individuals that are unwilling or unwanting to grow, unwilling to go ahead and self-reflect, unwilling to take the leap, unwilling to take the risks, the calculated risks that are needed, then those same individuals want you to stay within those same spaces that they're in. Now, some of you are like, well, I do take risk. I date and I do this. And now we're jumping right back into the love issue. And it's like, again, jumping from relationship to relationship without healing the core problem that you have had is not the same as taking a calculated risk. It's not the same as taking a leap of faith, because you're trying, for those of you that have started a new connection or starting a new connection with someone new, that you have not yet to heal your past. All you're doing is trying to cover the wound, or trying to cover the pain of the past with someone new. And many of you that are doing that already know that it doesn't work. And if you have already jumped into something, you're already starting to see that things are starting to play out the same way that they have in the past. Meaning your thoughts, your emotions, you're starting to you're starting to kind of like pull away without you even realizing it, and starting to compare the new person with the person from the past. So let's go ahead and let's pull out some cards. These are the cards that are used for the weekly zodiac signs that are posted on Patreon, and for that information is down below. Okay, water signs, relax. I can't tell you what to do. All I can tell you is what I sense and what I feel, what I see. And then therefore, from there, you are to make your own decision. Because the thing is that if I go ahead and I tell you, oh, do this or do that, and you're not in the same space when it comes to everything, I mean, you're supposed to just go ahead and take whatever it is that is meant for you at the time. And yes, I suck at shuffling on cards. As you can see, my main read comes from the watering candle. I do try though, right? I tried playing around with them at the beginning to kind of like space them out a little. So that's Scorpio's card. Pisces. Can I have a card for Pisces? Whew. But it is a heavy energy, and it is something that, if you want to put an end to these type of behaviors, And then Cancer, there you go. If you want to put an end to these type of behaviors and you want to put an end to these type of cycles, then the advice here is for you to go ahead and really look at what it is that you're being led or asked to heal and let go of. So Scorpio, we have the World in the reverse. So regardless of whether you are in a new connection, whether you are in a new relationship, whether you are pursuing someone new or something new, we have the World in the reverse. There is something that you feel that is missing. There's something that you feel that is out of balance. There's something or someone that you feel that you need in your life in order to feel whole, in order to feel like things are actually in place. So there is this sense of inner, like, out of balance within yourself. And it doesn't necessarily mean, again, that you have to go towards the person from the back. This is more advising you or guiding you into that self-reflection, self-worth, and that self-love, that self-awareness of thyself, and why it is that you continue to go ahead and repeat the same patterns. So we have Pisces, we have the Eight of Coins, trying to find that balance. Some of you Pisces have decided that you're not going to so much pursue, let's say, someone romantically or pursue a new connection, but you're trying to find that balance to feel grounded, to stay centered, and to really see what it is or where it is that you're being guided to, and what steps is it that you have to go ahead and take. So I feel that when it comes to the energies that I was reading about within the water signs, it's like Pisces, you guys have gotten your clarity and have gotten your guidance as to what it is that you have to do, and are trying your best to implement that, are trying your best to go ahead and take actions with what it is that has been shown to you. And then we have Cancer, we have the Temperance. So trying to fill your own cup and really trying your best to balance everything emotionally, because you have realized, or you have come to the awareness that whatever it is that has Cancer, I feel like you guys feel like you have like this streak of bad luck or whatever it is. But you're starting to realize that it's not so much about bad luck. It is more about the things and the choices that you have made in the past, and how they have played a part, and how your own emotional imbalance has allowed you to make choices in the past that were not the best for you. That the how do you say, the temporary satisfaction that you get from certain connections with people did not bring that balance that you were looking for from within yourself. Alrighty, water signs, that is all that I have for you at the moment. As always, thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys back next week. If you guys are interested in the extended, the information for that is down below. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Take care. Love ya. Bye.